What's up, everybody? I want to tell you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's one of the easiest ways to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting Anchor on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download Anchor, the app, or go to anchor.fm to get started. And I'm a veteran, so let's hear some more military cadences. What's up, family? So y'all know I love me some conspiracy theories. My husband actually hates them, but I love them. And I love some celebrity gossip. Now, before we play this is all alleged things. But I'm going to play some conspiracy theories. I'm going to play some weird Hollywood stuff for y'all. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think on this. So let's just jump right into it and I'll give you my opinions.
If you were the young Hollywood elite back in the early 90s, then the place to be was the Viper Room. The Viper Room was a hip nightclub owned by movie star Johnny Depp and his business partner Anthony Fox in West Hollywood. Now, the Viper Room was not only a cool hangout for young Hollywood stars and starlets, it was also known as a kick-ass music venue. It hosted bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Keanu Reeves' band, Dogstar, and of course, Johnny Depp was a stage regular with his guitar. Even the staff was famous. Counting Crows frontman Adam Duritz was a bartender for the club for many years, and even slightly after his rise to fame with his band, he just kept on tending bar. Now, the club really got put on the map in 1993 when actor River Phoenix died of a drug overdose at the club. Phoenix would take a lethal dose of heroin and collapse on the sidewalk right outside the club's front doors as he was leaving. If you hadn't heard of the Viper Room before that tragic day, you most definitely heard about it after. But did you know in 2001, Johnny Depp's Viper Room business partner Anthony Fox went missing? And foul play is definitely suspected. Now, could it be that Johnny Depp himself may have unalived Anthony Fox, or even paid to have him unalived? Well, the motivation certainly would have been there. You see, Anthony Fox had just filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the actor, and at the time, that could have put Johnny Depp in financial ruin. Now, at the time of his disappearance, Fox was facing financial ruin himself in a legal case that he had just filed against Depp and four others, claiming that Johnny Depp had stiffed him on money owed from the infamous nightclub. You see, Fox accused Depp of fraud and hiding millions of dollars from him through shady accounting. Fox was scheduled to testify to this in court while facing Depp, but he mysteriously went missing just before the court date on December 19th, 2001. Anthony Fox's pickup truck and .38 caliber handgun would also go missing. Now, Fox's disappearance is still in question, as he has never been found to this day. The only trace of Fox that ever turned up was his pickup truck. His truck was found 19 days after Fox's disappearance. It was abandoned in Santa Clara, California, 330 miles from where Fox was last seen. Authorities admit that there is circumstantial evidence. However, Depp has never been arrested or charged. In fact, since there is no body, Fox can't even truly be considered dead yet. No body equals no murder. If Fox had been able to show up and prove his claims in court, Depp may have been facing jail time, losing all of his money, and jeopardizing his career. That's a lot of weight on a young actor's shoulders, and certainly more than enough motivation to get rid of someone. So what do you think, gang? Is Johnny Depp gangster enough to pull off something like this? Well, Depp's ex-wife Amber Heard seemed to think so. In fact, she outright accused Depp of the dirty deed during their ugly defamation case earlier this year. You know, interestingly enough, there is said to be an office in the Viper Room that has a dirt floor. Now, local rumors have always been that Anthony Fox is buried under the dirt floor, right inside his own club. So what do you think, truth seekers? Do you think Johnny Depp could have been responsible for such a deed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, be sure to follow Quick Note Conspiracies.
Not Captain Jack Sparrow. Hollywood is weird. Let's move on.
Hi everybody, are you ready to go down a rabbit hole? Let's talk about conspiracies. Don't worry, I'm not going to do Dr. Nick the whole... If you haven't seen my videos before, go check out the other ones before you check out this one because I'm going to skip over a lot. Everything that connects to Trump, I've connected with yellow. There's also blue and green. Blue is from the movie and green is pure speculation. I'm trying to make connections with easily verifiable information from credible... So, we've got the books that connect directly to Trump. We've got Tesla. We've got his Uncle John. There's his fifth, and number 2 is Trump. That's also the letter from 1888 is probably the clock tower is probably Trump Tower. And this is interesting, but in number 3, Doc tells Marty that his original family name was Von Braun. So I made a nice little post-it with a blue little line that goes all the way up to Werner Von Braun, a member of Operation Paperclip, also one of the founders of NASA, also wrote a book about colonizing Mars where the main character's name was Elon. So there's another blue line that goes all the way to Elon. Okay, and remember, this is a time travel conspiracy. It doesn't matter what shape the Earth. In fact, it's never really mattered what shape the Earth is. And at least I don't care if there's an ice wall that surrounds Antarctica that prevents us from getting to this fucking special place. For a very simple answer. 1, it's cold. I'm not gonna go anyway. I don't care. I'm basically living in a cornfield in a cabin. And as I'm ranting, I'm realizing I'm wearing a flat Earth shirt. Such a dumbass. So these two scientists, Werner von Braun and Enrico Fermi, one started NASA, but also helped the Catholic Church. And Pope Pius XII. You should probably look him up. He's pretty interesting. But they were building what's called a chronovisor, which is probably the missing piece I've been looking for, because it's literally the looking glass. They can look into the past and see events, and if that exists, somebody might want to use that to figure out where somebody put some top secret documents or what's safe in Mar-a-Lago. Also, I made one more connection, but I don't know how. John McAfee. He's got to be involved in this. I just don't know how. He freaking looks like... But he's also mentioned Ingersoll Lockwood, and one of his companies is named Ingersoll Lockwood Inc. and has a website. The website's weird. There's something going on. He's involved. I don't know how. Also, if you're one of the people that is going to say that there's no way that the Catholic Church has a chronovisor, of course they denied its existence, and then they made a rule that if you use the chronovisor, then they'll excommunicate you from the church. Yeah, that's kind of like your parents saying, your Christmas presents are not in that closet. If you look in that closet, I'm going to ground you for the rest of your life. That sounds like bullshit to me. Bye, everybody.
So pretty much he's trying to say that the movie Back to the Future has a lot of references to Trump, like the clock towers, Trump Tower, and Trump's a time traveler, which I'll share that in a later conspiracy story on the celebrities that have been here before. So, let's keep going.
Wild conspiracy idea. I heard this idea from Andrew Tate actually, and he said the government is only pushing electric cars because of their ability to turn them off whenever they want. He went on to say that the government clearly doesn't give a shit about the environmental impact of anything, so why else would they push the electric narrative so hard? Lithium mining for EV batteries does horrific harm to the environment. Batteries are not biodegradable and only last for a few years before throwing them in a landfill where they will sit for all of eternity as the earth cannot break them down. And more than 60 60% of the electricity produced today comes from burning fossil fuels anyway, so you're still burning fuel to charge your EV car. Nevertheless, the U.S. has extended the EV car tax rebate and is pushing for all cars to be completely electric within the next couple of decades. Why though? Do they really care about the environment? Do they think this helps with global warming? Or do they just see the power in having the ability to turn off your car whenever they want? That sure would be a lot easier with an all-electric car rather than a combustion engine. I'm all for conspiracy theories, but I'm not so sure about this one. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the government has an ulterior motive, or do you think that they're pushing this for the good of all people? And do you think it's worth following the creators actually talking about the topics that matter?
I'm not sold on the whole electric car thing, but to save the planet doing that, I don't think it's very helpful. But let's keep going.
New cars are more reliable now more than ever, right? Now, personally, I think it's difficult to definitively prove this one way or the other, but there are a few things that just make me turn my head a little. One of the reasons is that big corporations have a history of intentionally designing things to fail after a certain amount of time so that you have to come back and buy more. It's called planned obsolescence, and it's already happened with light bulbs, actually. They got so good at making them that the companies were losing money because people wouldn't come back and buy more light bulbs because, well, they never burned out. And more recently, it's happened with Apple, where the updates were making the older iPhones slower to push people to buy the newer iPhones. There was a lawsuit, and they lost. So from a car manufacturer's perspective, it doesn't seem terribly profitable to make something that'll last longer than 8 years or more than 100 and 120,000 miles. Because the people buying them off the lot aren't even going to keep them that long. And that's where their money's coming from. But that's just me.
I definitely agree. Older cars last longer and are more safer than these newer cars. And when you hit an old car, you can probably survive versus these new cars will crush like a can. Next theory.
Story behind Coke and one of the reasons why I think they changed it to New Coke?
No, but I know the really old Coke.
Well, Coke was still, not old Coke, still New Coke. The Coke that you have not right now, not New Coke, the flavor, but Coke that's available in 2022 is made with cocaine. They process cocaine. They take out all the cocaine, and that's part of the flavor of the Coke formula. This is like fact that sounds like conspiracy theory.
So you're telling me that's why Coke is so addictive? Alright, let's get into these celebrities, these weirdos, and these alleged stories.
Singer Adele and her boyfriend Rich Paul already get married in secret. The singer was showing off her recent Emmy Award when people noticed something in the background. There is an album that says The Pauls. Could it be a wedding album?
Adele might have tied the knot. Next story.
Church, and he might be off his meds news. Kanye West took to Instagram last night to tell the world how he felt about a number of topics, including where his kids should go to school, Kim and Kylie's hoish-based histories, and his feelings on how the Kardashian men are sperm donors who need to stick together. Now, baby, normally I would not have time in my schedule for a Kanye West rant, but church, we have not congregated all week, and I got time on my hands today. So I figured, wouldn't it be fun for us to go through Kanye's claims and see how we feel about them? Now, Kanye's first claim is that Kim should not have full authority as to where his children go to school. And this argument was sparked by Kanye wanting his children to go to his new school, Donda Academy. Now, as to this point, baby, I kind of side with Kanye a bit, because if creating the children was a collaborative effort, then decisions as to where they go to school should be a collaborative one as well. But baby, in the words of Iyanla Vanzant, Kanye, your behavior diminishes your message. Exactly why would Kim want her children in a school where the founder himself cannot keep his emotions in check from moment to moment? Just saying. Now, Kanye's second claim is that he needs to step in and take the wheel so his children don't end up in Playboy like Auntie Kylie or with a damn sex tape like they mama. Now, church, ain't it funny how Kim was good enough to bed, good enough to wed, good enough to have 4 of your children, and good enough to be your fashion muse, but on Mad Day, mama is reduced to being that hoe over there with the sex tape? It's given hypocritical for me. And last but certainly not least, Kanye claimed that he, Scott, Travis, and Tristan were sperm donors who needed to stick together. Now, baby, if this ain't the definition of when someone drag you into some mess that you ain't got no time for, I don't know what is. Now, let's run it down. Scott is busy recovering from his car accident. Tristan is busy channeling his inner Carmen Santiago and run around the world to find his next baby mama. And Travis don't need no more bad press. So I'm going to appoint myself the official PR rep for them three. And like Shark Tank, baby, me and my clients are out. Now on to you, Kanye. If you felt like a sperm donor and you did not like it, please riddle me why you came back 3 more times. In the words of Cat Williams, don't worry, I'll wait. Now, baby, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the situation. Are you Team Kanye, Team Kim, or Team somebody get the damn doctor on the line?
I do know in divorce you do have to jointly decide where your children go to school. I do agree with him, like Kanye, everyone that knows Kim's history. Kim is her body sells. She just dropped a photo shoot the other day with her real butt, as she says, out. So, yeah, let's go to the next one.
Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears have been accused of grooming a 14-year-old girl and her 7-year-old brother by coercing them to film explicit skits. The comedians are now being sued by the siblings, who are now 22 and 14 years old. Haddish appeared as a guest speaker at a summer camp attended by the 14-year-old girl. She allegedly told her she discovered a role that would be perfect for her. The suit allegedly involves Haddish teaching her how to mimic a sexual act for a skit about kids arguing over a sub sandwich. It also claims the 7-year-old was molested by Haddish and Spears while filming a disturbing video published online for Funny or Die called Through a Pedophile's Eyes. A rep from Funny or Die made a statement. Both siblings claim they have developed debilitating social disorders. While their mother previously tried to reach a $15,000 settlement, they are now suing the two for damages.
So this story really does break my heart because, kids are innocent. And I did look at this skit, and for the life of me, I don't know how they thought that was funny. I did not see the one with the 14-year-old. I saw the one with the little boy, and it was very inappropriate. If you have not saw the skit, I will tell you that in these skits, and although this whole thing is alleged, I did see with my own eyes Tiffany bringing the little boy over to Aries Spears playing the pedophile. That was the story, Through a Pedophile's Eyes or something. So she brings her 7-year-old over in his underwear and she tells the 7-year-old to do whatever he says. And, he's looking at the boy provocatively. He gets in a bathtub with the boy. He's fully clothed, but the little boy is still just in his underwear. And that was just really all I could watch of it. It was very disturbing, and I don't even know what made them think this was funny at all. As far as the mom suing and only trying to get $15,000, I really hope that her damages are way more now, especially now that the world has kind of saw this embarrassing skit, and it was uploaded on the website. I mean, I really want to know how they're gonna get out of this, honestly. I'm just for real. The skit is all types of wrong, so I can't understand how they wouldn't have to be responsible for that. But it's definitely it emotionally damaged me. I mean, I should sue after seeing that. And I just was scrolling Twitter and the video was there. It's not like I searched for it. It's all over Twitter. But yeah, this story is very heartbreaking. Like I said, I don't know how they thought this would be funny. There's a thing that they say a lot of people, when it comes to their judgment in Hollywood, to be famous. I mean, what makes me afraid is there's more than this out there. This is just something that has come to light, and it happened years ago, and this family still hasn't been compensated, which is really sad. But let's keep going.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife was just spotted on a date with Michael Jordan's son. This lady just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Scottie and Larsa Pippen officially got divorced earlier this year. Larsa's made it very clear that she hates Scottie. We know Scottie's had beef with MJ since The Last Dance came out, so it appears that taking Scottie's enemy's son on a date in Miami may be her way of getting back at him. Even though she has had some of the wildest dating rumors, from rappers like Future to married NBA players like Malik Beasley, she just doesn't stop. At this point, I just feel bad for Scottie Pippen Jr., who's trying to earn a spot on the Lakers roster right now. Imagine your mom dating your dad's coworker's son, who happens to be 17 years younger, and your dad's coworker also happens to be the GOAT. I don't even know. But we'll keep you updated on this story, so make sure you follow All Her B-Ball for more.
So yeah, Larsa Pippen, man, she spent too much time with the Kardashians, but the problem with her is, like, she was older, so she wasn't, I mean, as much as she morphed herself into them, she's a cougar. And she, to me, does a lot of things for publicity. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for her children. Let's keep going.
Have you heard the wild conspiracy theory about Leonardo DiCaprio? The one that says he only dates women under the age of 25, and when they turn 25, he's done with them? In recent news, Leo and ex-girlfriend Camila Morrone just ended their relationship after Camila just turned 25. Once Camila turned 25 back in June, fans across social media braced themselves for the final countdown. This is because Leonardo DiCaprio has established a pattern of never dating a woman past the age of 25, and there's evidence. No, like a literal graph. This graph shows all the women he's dated throughout his entire life so far. As you can see in the graph, a lot of the women he's dated, such as Giselle Bundchen, Blake Lively, will start dating him at a young age, and once their age peaks at 25, they end the relationship. This has been a common theme in Leo's love life since 1994 all the way to present day. Is it just a coincidence that he breaks up with all of them at 25? Or is dating somebody over the age of 25 a deal breaker for this prehistoric man?
I mean, it sounds like normal, though, you know? Remember when Hugh was putting his old women out to pasture? So, yeah, let's keep going.
This is actually one of the craziest conspiracy theories I've ever seen in my life. So this American politician, K.W. Miller, claims that Beyonce is faking being black and is actually an Italian woman called Anne Marie Lestrassi. So this is Anne Marie Lestrassi, and this is who Beyonce apparently was before she was famous. Okay, so this is a side-by-side comparison of the same person. So this is Beyonce after fame, and this is Anne Marie Lestrassi before the fame. They do look similar, I'm not gonna lie. So K.W. Miller and other conspiracy theorists are claiming that the reason why Beyonce is faking being black is because apparently her record label said that if she pretends to be black and changes her name to Beyonce, she will have more exposure and more appeal, apparently. Okay, so this is where things get weird. So I wanted to find out more about who this Anne Marie Lestrassi girl was, and when I googled, what I found out changed everything. It turns out Anne Marie Lestrassi isn't even Anne Marie Lestrassi. This whole time it was just some random girl called Rachel White who appeared on Big Brother UK 2010. It's just ridiculous.
Some of these conspiracy theories are really funny and ridiculous. Let's keep going.
Have you ever heard the creepiest conspiracy theory that a lot of celebrities have been on this planet for a lot longer than you think and have lived multiple lives? The theory goes that people in the past who garnered enough money, fame, or status were given the opportunity to be inducted into the Illuminati or the New World Order and have their DNA and memory extracted before they died and then saved so they can make clones of them and live over and over again. Others say vampires or time travelers, but the most popular theory is the multiple lives theory. Now let's take a look at some examples. First is Mark Zuckerberg, who looks like the old king of Spain and Portugal, who would definitely have the means to clone himself. Jennifer Lawrence looks like old Egyptian actress Zubaida Therwat. Jimmy Fallon looks like an old Marxist revolutionary leader. Michael Jackson has apparently already lived multiple lives, including a royal in Egypt. Jay-Z, this one gives me chills. Eddie Murphy. And apparently each time they come back, they're smarter, better, know the secret to success, and can easily choose which life they want to live this time. Before I show the most shocking one, make sure you follow so you finally know what these other crazy celebrity conspiracy theories are and request which one you want to see next.
These dang gone celebrities, they get to come back multiple times with more knowledge, and that's why they come back so much richer and beautifuler, like more beautiful. I know beautifuler is not a word, but yeah, let's keep going.
Everybody keeps asking, why haven't we had a hurricane? Where are the hurricanes? We have heat waves. We've been having floodings. What is going on? Mama Wada said, don't worry about it. I'm where I need to be. She's brewing. She's going to the places that she needs to be. And it's not just Mommy Wada, but it's actually all of the divine elements and beings from earth, air, water, and fire. That's why you're seeing earthquakes. You're seeing lightning. You're seeing power grids going down. You're seeing flooding. You're seeing a lot, but it's just beginning. It's just the warm-up phase. So while the weatherman may be baffled, us in the spiritual realm are not, because it's a cleansing going on in the earth, and there will be earth, air, water, fire, more to come. So keep your hearts pure. Keep your minds right. Don't worry about the weather as it's always been, because this is a season like none other. But she says, I got everything under control. Oh, they have been brewing. They have been walking. They are stepping hand in hand. They are peacocking. They are cleaning shit up.
Don't fall for that, man. You know where we at. You know what time we in. You hear me? I've been set to warn you, like I've always been. 2021 is 2012. Don't forget how many natural disasters have taken place and are still taking place as we speak. Asia's still underwater. South Africa's still being hit with snow.
So, according to these conspiracy theories, this spiritual Mama Wada is wreaking havoc on the earth, and the ancestors are taking care of. I haven't done a lot of research on this one, but this one's interesting to me. I do know that hurricanes are about to start, so maybe I know that we normally, hurricanes are coming. So I do know we have, you blame it on global warming or Mama Wada. I don't know, but it is a lot of weird, facts in that. Also, I saw something today where, like, The Simpsons, another one of their predictions, had an episode where they talked about the power grid failure in Arizona. So I don't know, you guys. I mean, it's strange, it's all strange, and you'd have to be crazy to think that none of this is not related, or that, even the Bible says time doesn't exist, so let's go to our last one, and I'm going to give you my opinion on all of these.
Baby, I don't even care who sees this. After this whole Funny or Die, Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears shit, and then finding out, hold on, after us seeing the list of Epstein's Island and Barack Obama being on that, hold on. And Barack Obama being affiliated with Funny or Die too, because wasn't he most definitely on one of their fucking sketches? All these, hold on. These people in Hollywood are fucking nasty. What the fuck? If y'all don't see the truth in this shit, I believe in that Pizzagate shit after all this shit. Are you serious? Yeah!
So, what do y'all think on that? I mean, Hollywood is Hollywood to me, definitely. And it's so small, but yet it has the world in a clutch. We are focused on Trump, but like, why have we never seen that Epstein list? I mean, you gotta ask yourself, what are they hiding? Like, and I know, because a lot of your faves are on there, but yeah, man. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to think that none of these things hold some. Now, all of these are alleged, because we ain't nobody trying to get sued or nothing like that. But you have to think, well, these are like Arsenio Hall used to say, things that make you go, like, for real. Yeah. Stay prayed up, y'all. That's all I can leave y'all with. Efforts for Family is signing off.